Very, very exciting times for ticker symbol GTII as it continues on to the upside. I have so many things to talk to you about in this video. Let's go ahead and start them now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this happy Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, so we are looking at GTII on the 12-hour chart here in the ascending channel we've been riding for some time now, okay? A very important thing to notice here on the 12-hour chart, okay? This is our range high, okay, from, let's just see when this was. This was, Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. We actually faced a high of about $2.24. As you can see, we're at $2.28 right now, and we have officially surpassed that range high, which is a very bullish thing considering that we're coming down from validating the supports from the bottom side of the ascending channel, okay? So you guys already know what I feel about this channel. We are only at, let's see, test number 1, 2, and the potential third test could happen, and just like I said down here, you guys, it's going to take weeks, right? Weeks and weeks for us to be able to get up to the targets that we want. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart because I do have just some immense things to talk to you about. So this is the weekly chart that we're looking at here, okay? So the weekly chart is incredibly bullish right now. First of all, go ahead and notice that we definitely have converted this area of, I literally have set it, I mean, it's actually just a little bit further now. So let me just go ahead and adjust. There we go. Now it is 749 days of resistance, right? So it was, I mean, we're above the resistance now. So this is a very good thing, right? So we validated this support. We battled it. We really did battle this crazy resistance that we've been facing for years, right? So, we actually came back down, we tested it after succeeding it, and now we're well above it in 17 hours and 27 minutes, which could be tomorrow. Okay, and we're not going to see the effects of it until Monday. All right, we could potentially be closing something very, very bullish. Okay, so I have mentioned this before. All right, so what you are looking at here is a bullish engulfing, okay? So this bullish engulfing is absolutely something to take into account when we are looking at higher time frames, okay? And I'm talking about higher time frames like the weekly here in this case, okay? So that bullish engulfing usually happens when the forward green candle is surrounding or engulfing the previous red candle, okay? So this is already way in play. We are at $2.28 as long as we close this candle in 17 hours and 26 minutes now above $1.87, which is really far away. We would essentially be printing a bullish engulfing structure right here, okay? So which would indicate a massive upside continuation. Another thing to look at here is volatility versus momentum on the weekly time frame. Notice that we are definitely in a contraction phase, meaning that we are mean reverting at the point. We're very close to it, but still a ways away. All right, and that momentum paired with volatility is suggesting an upside and entering the bullish control zone. Okay, so in 17 hours and 26 minutes, we'll be able to tell what happened to the volatility versus momentum. So we want to see either a continuation to contraction here in the contraction phase, and we definitely want to see a continuation to the upside from this momentum indicator. If that happens, you guys, we are definitely, I don't want to say definitely, right? But we are very highly probably going to continue to the upside. Everything is looking very good for the GTII asset. Okay, so now I have still way more to tell you because these are very important things. Okay, so notice now that we got the 5-day closure that we were looking for today. Okay, we now have 5 days and 18 hours to close the next candle. We wanted to see what volatility versus momentum did upon the closure of this candle here. Now, it took forever, right? So now notice that we got the upside continuation and we're in the bullish control zone from both the moving averages, from the stochastic momentum, and we're still contracting. Guys, this is great news. Okay, so that means that now we have a more direct target to look at. All right, so 7 years of backtest right here. You're looking at any time that volatility has started to contract from the critical volatility zone paired with momentum pivoted to the upside. You're looking at 9 total iterations, of which 8 were guessed correctly to the upside, giving us an averaged upside accuracy of 88.89% with an average upside thrust of a massive 183.05% over the span of about 25 3/4 days. Okay, so now the target in respects to this statistical mean, you're looking at $3.28 on average. Okay, remember they are statistics and not certainties. Okay, but the great thing is that we have 88.89, almost 90% accuracy in this signal alone, and the signal just validated the continuation to the upside. This is now making another backtest succession here. Okay, so now out of 10 iterations, this is going to be 9 guessed correctly to the upside, putting us probably closer to 90% in general. Okay, so this is very bullish for the asset. Okay, now let's go ahead and just take a look at the 3-day now, okay? Because in 17 hours and 23 minutes, the 3-day time frame is going to close this last candle, and we want to see just how far into the bullish control zone we are, okay? So now go ahead and notice that we're still contracting right here. So we want to see, yet again, we want to see momentum to the upside continuation here, and we definitely want to see the continuation to contraction here, even if we start to expand one more time, no problem, okay? What we want to focus on is our momentum indicator paired with the volatility, okay? But this is going to be our guide. This is going to be giving us that direction bias, okay? So even from today's price action, we jumped into the bullish control zone and still suggesting a massive upside continuation, and this validating a continuation to the upside has an even bigger target for us to evaluate, okay? So let's just go ahead and revise the statistics for that from all of the samples that we've gathered throughout the entire trading history of the GTII asset in the 3-day time frame. Okay, so go ahead and notice these are all my notes. This is the entire sample set that I gathered in order to gather this data set right over here. Okay, so out of a total 31 iterations, 21 of those have been guessed correctly to the upside, giving us an averaged upside accuracy of 67.74% with an averaged upside thrust of a massive 971.33% over the span of about 22 and a half days. This is proof of work. Applying that 971% average to the upside gets us to a very confluent target. I'm not gonna pretend right now, okay, you guys. The target that we are looking at right now is above $10, which would be perfectly aligned with the resistance of our channel. Okay, the ascending channel that we've been writing for years and years. Okay, so this is something that we started in September 2018, and we are now getting ready to test that top side. Again, statistically speaking, okay, please notice that this pennant has absolutely broken out and we're still suggesting the upside. The pennant's target by itself is leading to about $3.66, and that sounds very familiar, guys, because we have $3.25 or whatever this is right here, $3.28 from the statistical backtest on the 5-day. Okay, so this is already giving us lots of confluence within that $3 and something cent. Notice the 340 coming in at the 4.618. Guys, huge confluence here. GTII, statistically speaking, mathematically speaking, very likely to continue on to the upside. Okay, you guys, so now remember, I am speaking on mathematical terms here. This is not opinion based. All of this data that I collected is available to you too. It's just how creative you are to look at it and to evaluate it and to put it into practice, right? So I am looking at this the way the institutions do, the way that the smart money looks at mathematical probabilities. You guys, that is where it's at. Okay, so that you guys already know. I do not care about the company itself. I look at the statistics, not the fundamentals. Okay, you guys, as I am a short-term trader. All right, so go ahead and notice that we're about to close this this 3-day, and we are potentially going to pivot this thing even further to the upside, and yet again validating the potential of a 971% move to the upside, of which, by the way, we're already at 300 and something percent deep in. Okay, you guys, so this is just so you know, full transparency, I am in this asset and I am currently about 35% up. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and look at the final thread of this analysis, and this is actually going to be the RSI. Notice that every single RSI time frame, starting from the immediate short-term 30-minute all the way to the 5-day, is pivoted towards that upside. Very likely GTII continues onto the upside. 30-minute crossing above that 14-day simple moving average, very bullish in the gravitational zone of the bull strength, likely to get pulled into the upside. We just reached the overbought percentile here in the 4-hour time frame. Historically speaking, we have massive upside to go. Go ahead and notice that this iteration back over here in March 2021, we went all the way up to 96 spots, 16%. We are currently sitting right now at about 75%. Huge upside to go, you guys. So now looking at the 8-hour time frame, still pivoted towards the upside, entering the overbought percentile. And yet again, historically speaking, guys, we're sitting right now just above 70%, and we have this iteration back here in February 2021, 96.88%. guys. Huge upside still to go for the GTII asset. Okay, this time frame here, the daily time frame inside of the bullish control zone, this is the bull strength percentile, and still suggesting an upside continuation. Huge upside here, you guys. look at the 3 days still with that upside, about to enter the gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile, still suggesting that upside. And the 5-day, now that we got the closure just today, continued onto that upside. A little bit of a pivot here on weakness, but very likely to continue to the upside in respects to all of the shorter time frame influence. Okay, so remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be just fine. All right. So please go ahead and refer to the links in the description below if you would like to join the ARC Masters trading course. Okay, you'll find the email there. You'll also find the Twitter and the Discord community. You can go ahead and DM me anywhere if you would like to reserve a seat, as there's still some seats available for the class that's going to be starting in April. Okay, you guys. But yeah, everything is looking absolutely magical for the GTII asset, you guys. So with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.